Hello once again everyone, Kruznikx back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. We are halfway towards becoming a full-fledged Conjurer, and so we're going to do our level 15 Conjurer quest. Now when we last left off, we had found out that Sylphie had learned how to do raise. Unfortunately, with her aptitude of healing being lackluster at best, she does not know how to properly use it. But unfortunately, we can't really focus on her, so we're going to focus on one other thing. Our training! So let's get right back to it with the trial by water. And with it, we'll get a cotton cowl, even though we'll exchange it for something more powerful later in the game. I would have my Acolyte's coat, but for the life of me, I sold it. Yeah, I was an idiot. Anyways, let's continue. It is good to see you again, Tal. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. The time is come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being, and then speak with Brother Joachim at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Alright, Hawthorn Hut, here we come! No buzzards. Good. And the flow of water to the roots revitalizes the land. Now then, let us speak with Hero Joachim, who is somewhere in here. Here he is. Greetings, Tal. Brother Isumi informed me of your coming. I assume it was you who purified the befouled water at the hedge tree. Yep. The joyous bubbling of the elementals was a pleasure to hear. On behalf of both of them and myself, I thank you. Now, without further ado, let us speak of that which Brother Isumi sent you here to learn. I trust you did not find it strange to be asked to tend to a tree when your lesson this day concerns the element of water. One need not have studied botany to realize that the forest requires more than rich soil to flourish. Water is essential for carrying the nutrients in the earth from a tree's roots all the way to the very tips of its leaves. This precious liquid is the lifeblood of the Twelveswood. Without it, naught would grow. But should it rise in too great a volume and too swiftly, the nourishing flow will become a crashing wave that washes away all before it. It is important to realize that all of nature is in balance. As Conjurer derives its power from nature, we must take care not to use our art in a manner like to disrupt this state. Ever must we be mindful of the ceaseless tug of war embodied in creation, this fruitful stalemate of the elements. Master Joachim, are you about? I am here, sir. What has transpired? A herd of young antelope stacks has gone berserk. I don't know what's got them so panicked, but there's no calming them now. The mad beast gored the soldiers sent to shepherd them away from civilian settlements, leaving us with a pile of wounded over at Jocelyn Spire, and not enough hands to staunch the bleeding. We need a healer, and fast. Curious. I sense nothing amiss in the whisperings of the elementals. What could have frightened these antelopes so? Apologies. I shall revisit these... apologies. I shall revisit these musings anon. Let us make haste. If matters are as chaotic as you say, I fear the number of injured may be rising as we speak. I doubt that we too will suffice. We must divide our forces. Taro, travel straight away to Jocelyn Spire and tend to the wounded. I shall endeavor to rally further healers, and follow after you bearing what restorative unguents I can. You, sir, head to Stillglade Fane and beseech the aid of Brother Isumi. Alright, up to Jocelyn Spire. Gotta take real care not to fall off here. Who are... a conjurer, you say? Praise Norfica. You've come at not a moment too soon. Sounds like yet more wounded have just been carried in. Pray, offer them what aid you can. I can breathe again. Thank you. These folk are out of danger for the present, but I fear our reprieve shall be brief. The battle with the stags yet rages, and there are reports of yet more wounded. I bid you join the wood whalers and help put an end to this. Seek them just off the road that leads to the northeast. And do not worry, my art should be sufficient to prevent matters from worsening here. Now go! This is urgent, which means we have only one option in terms of mount. Sleipnir! Sylphie's here. Oh dear. Come to lend a hand, Nabu. Quickly! The fight is this way! Alright, let's do it. Conjurer! Your aid! Alright, let's do this. This soldier needs all my attention! Please, help the other whalers! Transform! Oh, God damn. On your guard, there are more of them! I should have probably put a lot of them to sleep, but... Duty complete. Whoa! She did it again! Miss!
Miss! I'm fine. Don't mind me.
Pray tell me that we are not too late. Sylphie! What have you done? I forbade you from using such methods!
Guildmaster!
I will not see you repeat your mother's mistakes.
My mother never did anything wrong!
Tal, may I ask that you follow her? Please. I fear my presence will only serve to provoke her further. She cannot have gone far in her weakened state. Alright, let's talk to Sylphie.
I don't understand. When I try to cast spells, nothing happens. When I reach for my power, there's just nothing there. What is this what the Guildmaster was trying to warn me about? He said I was repeating my mother's mistakes. The same thing happened to her. Losing her magic, I mean. And then she... Am I going to die? This can't be happening. I didn't think... Please. I need to be alone.
Alright, let's head back to Gridania. Alright, back to Stillglade. I remember when you had to actually know the lore of the land and what everything was. Like Stillglade Fane was the Conjurer's Guild. The Lancers Guild was something I forget now. Fuck. Tarl, you returned at last. Were you able to speak with Sylphie? I see. I once taught you that conjurers harness the power of nature that we might bring about change. Earth, wind, water, healing. The principle is no different. For the art of mending, we draw on the boundless life force of nature and bestow it upon the wounded. Sylphie has never sought to borrow from that bounty. Her power to heal stems from her own life force. The vital energies of mortals are, however, finite. And now that which I most feared has come to pass. Her mother unwittingly took her own life through the continued use of her healing skills. And Sylphie's aptitude for the art is, if anything, even greater. Thus, it is not unexpected that she would reach the limits of her strength at a much earlier age. If we do not intervene, this terrible tragedy will be repeated, and I, for one, could not bear to see the child suffer the same fate as her mother. I shall think on a solution to this dark dilemma. It may be that I will have need of your assistance in the near future, Taro. Do not doubt your abilities. You are a conjurer who has passed the trials of earth, wind, and water. You grow closer to nature with each passing day, and I sense within you the seeds of greatness. In your encounter with water, you learned its role as a bringer of life, but you also felt the implacable power of a surging wave as it swept you along in its path. Like earth and wind, and nature at large, the element of water is possessed of more than one aspect. Having completed the third lesson, I am satisfied that you have mastered the fundamentals of conjuring. In recognition of this feat, the spell Fluid Aura is now yours to command. Yet this is but the beginning of your journey. Henceforth, you must strive to attune yourself ever more closely to the elements and to nature. And with that, I have finally completed my level 15 Conjuring quest. And earned Fluid Aura. Alright. Now I guess we worry next about Sylphie, finally. But that will have to be next time. So that's it for Cruise X Purgatory, or at least this episode. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed the show. As always, if you're watching this on twitch.tv/CruiseNickX or live with PlayStation and you like this show, feel free to follow me and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my live streams the moment they air on Twitch or live with PlayStation. If you're watching this on youtube.com/CruiseNickXTTV and you like this video, feel free to hit the like button below, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, go back and watch all my other videos because Lord knows I need the views, and be sure to turn on notifications so you're informed of all of my videos the moment they post on YouTube. Finally, as always, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/CruiseNickX. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/CruiseNickX. Like Cruise Nick's Purgatory, facebook.com/CruiseNick's And, I'm sorry. Be sure to donate to me on Patreon, patreon.com/CruiseNickX, and be sure to donate to my and subscribe to my GameWisp, GameWisp.com/CruiseNickX. That's it for me. Thank you all for watching. CruiseNickX, signing out.